I mean, we've done events where the fire marshal showed up and shut the meeting down until we got people out of the room. Like that's how successful they were. People just standing in the hallways trying to get in because they got there too late. Hey everyone, welcome back to the podcast. Welcome back to the Freedom Factory. And this week's podcast, well, let's just say this. A lot of the podcasts that I do are based on things that I either have done or I'm currently doing. This is never out of theory. And this weekend coming, we have a live event planned. And I thought I would talk to you guys about events for a little bit today because I believe, well, I think all of us believe their work, right? Doing an event it's stressful, even if it's a highly successful event and you've done successful events, they're stressful. I mean, we've done events where the fire marshal showed up and shut the meeting down until we got people out of the room. Like that's how successful they were. People just standing in the hallways trying to get in because they got there too late. So I know what successful meetings look like. And they're still stressful. The one this weekend, because let's face it, a good meeting is dependent on more than you. It's dependent on a team of people. However, it usually starts with you. It starts with me. And what I want you guys to know is the number one reason everyone should do live meetings is they compress time. They get you to your goal faster. So yeah, they're stressful. Your credit card's down on a room rental and all the stuff. You got to have, all your I's dotted, T's crossed, from audio, video, the link so people can register, the money, like the whole thing, right? It's stressful. I get it. However, they compress time. And I'm all about that. I'm all about compressing time. Let's get more done in a shorter period of time so I can get on and do the things that I wanted to do in the first place. The reason I joined network marketing, right? I didn't join network marketing to do meetings every day, all day for the rest of my life. You guys know why. It's the same reason you joined, for freedom. That's why this is the Freedom Factory, guys. So I'm going to give you some tips, some ideas, some bullet points on why you want to do live meetings and how you can make them better. Okay. First of all, you guys, trust happens in person. Okay. Whether it's a live meeting or live video, but live face-to-face is better. People don't just buy information, right? They buy confidence. All right. And they can see that when you're live, they can feel it. They can see it and they can feel confidence. You're not saying the word confidence. They're seeing it and they're feeling it. And I can tell you a lot of times people are going to join you or buy what you're selling because of the way you make them feel. Face-to-face also removes doubt because they can feel the certainty in your energy. Someone that walks in the room may be like, this is not for me, but then they feel your energy. They see the certainty live that you just don't get if you're not live, right? A recorded video kind of explains things, but a live meeting makes them believe it. Okay. There's a big difference between explaining something and then someone buying in, right? And this happens at live meetings. All right. So number one, trust happens faster in person. Number two is you get clarity, right? It beats confusion. So a live meeting is in real time, right? So if people have questions, we've always said the meeting after the meeting is where the magic happens. Well, that doesn't happen on a Zoom. And yeah, I know there's breakouts and that sort of thing, but I can't tell you guys, even my own personal experience, it was a meeting after the meeting that really got me excited about the opportunity that we're in. And most people don't say what they're confused about, like in text messages, okay? They just kind of ghost you. They just kind of disappear. A live meeting reduces the ghosting. Isn't that so cool? Like, it's so frustrating to find someone that you think's interested and then they just kind of disappear on you, right? And then you're potentially chasing them, right? So that's another reason why you want to do live meetings is the ghosting comes to a minimum, almost zero, right? In fact, a lot of people have said when it comes to showing up at a meeting, if you want to make sure someone's going to be at the meeting, go pick them up. Go pick them up. Don't leave it up to them. Say, yeah, okay, I'll be at your house at this time. I'll pick you up. And then they're going, right? Guys, take notes. I hope you're taking notes. So point number 2, clarity is what you get by doing meetings. We talked about energy a little bit. Energy is what sells without selling or making people feel salesy. Energy sells. You don't have to sell. Your energy will do it for you. And your excitement's contagious. Other people start to feel it. You can see it in their body language. And you're just not going to be a part. You're not going to get people to be a part of this through, just text messaging usually. People want to be a part of it. They want to be a part of the energy. And I'm just going to tell you guys that you cannot replicate the energy of the vibe of a room with a video link or a PDF. You just can't. You just can't. All right. Number 4, social proof. This is a big one. When people show up in a room and now all of a sudden this becomes much bigger than just the one-on-one conversation. Sometimes, the room's 15, 20 people, and that's pretty good social proof. But when the room gets to, 50, 100, a couple hundred people in the room, all of a sudden you're not selling if this is for real. They can tell this is for real. They're just trying to figure out if it's the right time or not, right? So when your prospect starts to meet real humans, not just like these recorded testimonies, it's different. The results are different. And people need to see community. They need to see this. They need to see that this is real and tangible, right? So consider the social proof of this thing, all right? Number 5 is the culture that's built at live events. In chats or text messages, it's just kind of cold, right? Live meetings give an identity to the group. They get a feeling to the group. Like, this is how we do things here. In fact, you guys know that you'll hear on the Freedom Factory that one of my missions is to move families forward. You'll hear that from me quite a bit. And people want to be a part of that culture. I hope you guys want to be a part of that culture of the Freedom Factory here, moving families forward, owning my tomorrow, right? Being able to create some freedoms. These are things, this is part of the culture of this podcast, but also our complete organization. And the other thing culture does, guys, that you get at live meetings is it drives retention. Like, I hope you guys have a strategy for retention, because you may have this great system to bring customers and bring consultants or business partners into your business. But if you're not keeping people around in a good way, then all you're doing is working. You're just replacing new people with the old people. And if that's the case, you need to really step back and think, why are people leaving the organization? I'll tell you guys this podcast is just how should I say, this podcast was designed so that we could reach more people with a message. But it was an aha moment for me a couple years ago that people don't join network marketing to rank advance. Care less. Now, once you get in, everybody's like wanting to rank advance. People don't care about that. Like, I didn't join a network marketing company for a rank or a title. I joined to put my family in a better place. I joined to move my family forward. And you get this by developing culture. And this culture creates retention. And so when people join my organization, they know that if they stay around this organization long enough, their family is going to be in a better place than before they met us. This podcast, you stick around this podcast and then you execute on the things I'm teaching you, you will be in a better place financially. You will be steps further towards your goals of freedom by being a part and listening to this podcast. Okay. This is the culture that we're building, and that culture creates retention. You want that in your organization, right? The other thing is meetings are actually pretty easy to duplicate, because once people see it done a few times, they see the pattern, like, okay, this is how the meeting starts. This is what's said. This is how it ends. They can do that versus trying to do something online themselves. Instead of everyone like reinventing the wheel, you centralize the message. I remember we would tell people, like, just get people in the room. Just get people in the room. That way the message is the same. So you got new people that join you. There's a phase that you go through. Not hardly anyone that joins a network marketing opportunity starts presenting day one. Now, without experience, you got to observe for a little while. We observed for a little while. Now, within just a few weeks, we were doing our own meetings. Okay. But we had someone come in. They showed us the model. They showed us how to do it. We actually videotaped it. I watched it I don't know how many times. And then I went out and did it. But the message was just get people in the room. Like, I'm going to do the presentations, get people in the room. And we taught people how to do those presentations so that soon enough, I didn't have to be the one at the front of the room. This is the duplication piece. All right. But when someone starts, they need to just sit down in someone else's boat and let someone else row. Right. So they can just put people in front of the message and the message is delivered. Right. And lastly, the accountability piece of this. When someone shows up live, they're most likely to follow through. All right. People that come to live meetings, they just commit to things faster. And then the meeting kind of becomes the reset button. We used to say that either you need the meeting or the meeting needs you. If you're not having the greatest week, you need to be at the meeting, whether you have a guest or not. And if you've had a great week, you've got some new enrollments, you're kind of running some momentum, then the meeting needs you. The meeting needs you to show up with your energy, your smiles, maybe your story to be told. All right. So these points, I hope you guys maybe taking notes, go back and listen to this again, but extremely important for all of you to understand that meetings compress time. And you want to be able to have an outline for people to follow so that you get the same predictable results. What you don't want is meetings that go too long. What you don't want is meetings that are too complicated. You don't want to have a meeting and it not lead to the next meeting. Like, it's this strategy of book a meeting from a meeting. Like, a meeting should never end without you promoting the next meeting, right? And then having other people do the same thing. So guys, live meetings are where belief goes from borrowed to becoming their own. Live meetings, if you want to go faster, you don't add more content, you add more connection, right? If you want to go faster, you don't need to add more content, you need to add more connection, all right? And just remember, it's going to be tough. It's going to be tough to do this. Even the one I'm doing tomorrow, it's just work. It's work. But I can tell you about halfway through the meeting tomorrow, I'm going to be sitting back going, I'm glad I did it. Something's going to happen tomorrow at this meeting that's going to push my business forward. I can feel it. I already know. And we committed to it a long time ago. So guys, when this podcast is over, sit down, get your calendars out and commit to live meetings that you are doing. It's going to compress time for you. It's going to make 2026 one of the best, if not the best years you've had in network marketing. So let's do it, guys. And I hope you enjoyed the podcast this week. And as I always say, please share this out. Give me the feedback. I love the feedback. Some of you guys do it on a regular basis, which is great. I'd love to hear from more of you, and share this to some of your friends that are struggling in network marketing, because this might be the little piece that they're missing. All right, you guys have a great week. See you later.